Could the wait for the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC finally be over? Well, after 2 years of radio silence, this week we have had 2 official updates of sorts. Now, if you're expecting to be able to head over to Steam and put your pre-order in, or see footage from a trailer, well, this isn't going to happen just yet. But the official Elden Ring cogs are turning, and they are leaving drips of oil all over the internet. So stick with me as I show you evidence from the 2 separate official sources and from other indicators as to why the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC is heading our way. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell to make sure you don't miss out on even more Elden Ring content. So let's dive straight into it. Last week, a new DLC package was added to the Elden Ring Steam files, as logged here on SteamDB. If you're unsure what SteamDB is, well, it's a third-party website and database of Steam games, their updates, price history, and much more. So, when a developer updates one of their games, this information and any associated files are listed on SteamDB. As you can see, the new package titled SteamDB Unknown App 2778580 was added to Steam on the 10th of January 2024. Now, it is worth noting that this listing was originally hidden and only went public as of yesterday, Monday the 15th of January 2024. And the specific information within these files is still locked and hidden to the public until it goes live. The section on SteamDB where this new package is listed is specifically within the DLC category, which means that this isn't just another bog standard update to the game. This is a purchasable DLC. All previous DLC for Elden Ring, including the adventure guide, digital art book, soundtrack, and bonus gesture, are all listed in this section. So if this is the new Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, then this is exactly where the files would be located. Even after this unknown app was publicly listed yesterday, it has since received further updates as recent as 7 hours ago. As I said at the start, the cogs are turning. The next official update of sorts comes from the official Elden Ring YouTube playlist on Bandai Namco's channel. If you open up the Elden Ring playlist, you will see it says last updated on January the 4th, 2024. For a bit of info, for a YouTube playlist to show as being updated, it either has a video added, deleted, or edited in some way. But, full disclosure, it could be as minor as some of the videos have just had their tags changed. This is, however, 100% something that would happen if they were to upload a trailer for the new Shadows of the Erdtree DLC. Even if it was set to be private or scheduled, we would still see that updated notification on the playlist. Now, while this update alone wouldn't make me bat an eyelid, couple it with the SteamDB update also happening this last week. In my opinion, these are clear signs that Bandai Namco and FromSoftware are gearing up to drop the trailer and pre-order options for the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC very, very soon. In the recent months, we have had plenty of speculation and leaks from other sources too. As recent as last week, Pure Arts Limited tweeted, "Tarnished, you've waited long enough. Our first Elden Ring collectible will launch in February 2024. Stay tuned for more details." So while this is more than likely just a coincidence, especially with the Elden Ring 2-year anniversary happening on the 25th of February 2024, and could quite easily just be any manner of collectible that is finally being released, in my opinion, if it was just a standard Elden Ring collectible releasing in the next month, why make the announcement without actually showcasing the collectible? For some added mystery maybe? Or maybe because they are waiting for the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC to officially be announced, as their collectible will be a tie-in to the DLC release. Either way, it definitely raises my eyebrows a little bit more. Next up, in one of my recent videos, I covered the Elden Ring controller leak, whereby Data Blitz, an online gaming and multimedia store, accidentally leaked a new limited edition Elden Ring Thrustmaster controller on their online store. This page was very quickly taken down, but before it was, a group of savvy Reddit users managed to pull the images. One of these images or slides stated that the availability for the controller would be February 2024, and more specifically, that it would sync with the new Shadow of the Erdtree expansion release, Elden Ring Anniversary. For me, up until this week's new indicators, this controller leak was the most credible sign that we had a clear date for the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, that being the Elden Ring 2-year anniversary on the 25th of February 2024. The controller leak even went on to state an additional 2 limited edition controllers are to be released the following year in 2025, one based on Melania and one based on Ranni, and their release is to be synchronized with the 2025 Elden Ring Major Keybeat or New Game expansion. So there's the potential for even more Elden Ring content next year as well, or maybe just a Game of the Year edition, only time will tell. To add some credibility to this controller leak is the fact that Thrustmaster already have a working relationship with Bandai Namco, as they previously worked together in 2018 to make a limited edition joystick for Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown. The main takeaway from the controller leak is this recurring date of February 2024. And finally, back in November, I also released a video about the Kadokawa quarterly report. And if you don't know who they are, Kadokawa are the parent company to FromSoftware. So as part of this report, in their slide management targets for the new midterm management plan, from the graph they provided, it clearly indicates a massive surge in sales in their gaming sector around the end of the financial year, so February-March 2024, and then again at the same time in 2025 and 2026. Also, in their summary of consolidated earnings results for the second quarter of the fiscal year ending 31st of March 2024, they have stated that in the video and gaming segments, we will further grow sales of popular titles from the first half that drove a high rate of progress, and also expect new titles released during the second half to perform well. This clearly indicates that during the second half of the current financial year, ending in March 2024, that they are forecasting new titles to perform well. Then, in the gaming segment of their business overview, their outlook for the second half of the financial year states, global sales of Armored Core 6 are expected to grow, but more importantly, measures for maximising the LTV, the lifetime value, of Elden Ring will be taken. So this is saying that before the end of March 2024, FromSoftware will actively be doing something that will trigger an increase in sales for the company with the Elden Ring IP. This again shows very clearly that FromSoftware have something in the works that will be dropping around February 2024, and while it is pure speculation, I personally can't see it being anything other than the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. So there you have it. 5 pretty strong indicators that the Elden Ring DLC is looming upon us. Number 1. An update on SteamDB clearly shows some form of purchasable DLC package was listed within the last week. Number 2. The official Elden Ring playlist on Bandai Namco's YouTube channel has received an update as of the 4th of January, but with no discernible changes to their current videos. Number 3. Pure Arts Limited announcing on Twitter that they will be launching their first ever Elden Ring collectible on February 2024. But without actually showcasing what the collectible will be. Number 4. A Thrustmaster Elden Ring collaboration leak that seemingly got wiped from the internet, literally confirming the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC would be released to coincide with the Elden Ring anniversary on the 25th of February 2024. Number 5. 3 separate pieces of information from the official parent company to FromSoftware telling their investors that Elden Ring will be making lots of money before the financial year is up. By piecing together this jigsaw of information, everything points toward the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC being released, or at least available for pre-order, around February 2024, specifically on the Elden Ring 2-year anniversary, the 25th of February. The skeptic in me says there is always the possibility that each of these factors could be pure coincidence. But to quote Emma Bull, coincidence is the word we use when we can't see the levers and pulleys. And I firmly believe that both Bandai Namco and FromSoftware are pulling those levers and pulleys at this very moment in time, in order to get their Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC machine ready and raring to power us into a new era of Elden Ring. Am I being naive? Do I have horse blinkers on and can't see the wood for the Erdtrees? I don't think so. I think I've created a pretty strong case based on all the evidence that the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC is literally just around the corner. But let me know in the comment section below what you think about all of this. Will I be sat at my PC on the 25th of February with nothing but a tear rolling down my cheek? Hopefully not. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Elden Ring and Dark Souls content.